This week on Keeping Up with Nay, new graduate nurse diaries.
They did only encounter.
Real quick, and then we finna break.
Hey y'all, I took my
Okay guys, so we have a very big update. Today I woke up and I got my ATT to take my NCLEX. If y'all don't know, I graduated from nursing school on the 7th. So that was only 8 days ago. That was 8 days ago. So it literally only took me a week to get my ATT. If y'all didn't know, normally they say it takes like 2 to 3 weeks to get the ATT. I'm not mad about it. I'm blessed. Y'all know that I only planned on studying for 2 to 3 weeks anyway, but that was only because I thought that's how long it was going to take me to get my ATT. I've been saying since the beginning of nursing school that I feel like I could take my NCLEX and pass if I took it at any time within that last, I don't know. I've done very well in nursing school. It did not take me that much studying to do well. I did not really study for any of my ATI exams. I got 2s and 3s on all my ATI exams. I did not study for my ATI predictor exam. I got a 98% probability of passing. That was no studying, so that's like my raw knowledge. On my first readiness test for NCLEX bootcamp, I got a very high probability of passing, which is the highest that you can get. That means you have a very high probability of passing if you take the NCLEX tomorrow. I'm trying to decide, should I schedule my test for Wednesday? That would be Wednesday the 20th. So, for reference, it is currently Friday, August 15th. So if I took it Wednesday, that's in 4 days, and then the 5th day would be my test day. I think I'm going to do it. And here's why. There's no rush to take the NCLEX. Like normally, I'm ready to get it done, but I'm not that ready to get it done to I just would have kept my original test date. Which my original test date that I was planning on doing it was the 29th because I thought that's when that was when I would have my ATT and stuff like that. So I'm cutting off 9 days of studying. The reason that I'm thinking about moving it up is because if y'all don't know, I already have a job, a very good job, the highest paying job in Dallas in the specialty that I want in the pediatric ICU. My job has made it very clear that you have to pass your NCLEX before you start work. I start work on October 6th. If, God forbid, I'm not even going to put myself in the example. If someone fails the NCLEX, they have to wait 45 days to be able to retake the NCLEX. So you have to wait a whole 45 days before you can retake it. If I take it on Wednesday, which is why I picked that day, that gives me 45 days. That is the last date where I would have 45 days to retake it before I start my job. I need this job. And I think that I'm going to pass. I'm very confident in this. I've been confident in it for a long time. But I feel like that would take a lot of the anxiety off of me knowing that I know that if I go into the NCLEX knowing that this is my one chance to take and pass this test or else I am going to be unemployed, I think that is going to add so much additional stress onto me that does not need to be added. Just does not need to be added. So, I think I'm going to take it so I can have that peace of mind. And I'm going to just lock in on the studying up until Wednesday. I think that's the plan. So, to be determined. The Pearson View site is closed for maintenance right now, so I can't schedule my test till 1 a.m. But at 1 a.m., we'll go on there and see the available test dates and schedule it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Denasia, but you can call me Nay, and that is no E. So I realized that yesterday I talked to y'all, but I didn't do an intro. So we just gonna pretend I did the intro first. And yeah, if you don't know, I recently just graduated nursing school about 10 days ago exactly. 10 days I've been free, literally. I graduated with my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. No, I graduated with my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing at 19. I plan on taking my NCLEX 2 weeks after I graduated because I wanted to have time to get my ATT. But I actually decided to take my NCLEX on Tuesday because I feel ready. I've been getting very highs on my NCLEX boot campus exam. So NCLEX is Tuesday, but today is a celebration. So I don't really know what's happening. From what I understand, and I'm really happy about this. So y'all know my mom, like she's that girl. She's a mom. She really does this mom stuff. So now that she's finally free of the shackles of having a child at school, she can go back to being young and turn, because she is still young. I have a young mom, period. She was being a little fast. We ain't gonna get too much into it. But she did her big one, though. That's all that matters. BSN at 19. So today, this is like me and my mom's. I'm newly single, and my mom don't be going out like that because, you know, she be about her money, and she hangs out with me, but that really is it. Like, she's very chill. But I want her to start going out, turning up, throwing that hip. Like, my grandma be throwing her hip and going out more than my mom, which is crazy. So now that we're both, you know, finna be working girls, just living life in Dallas, we're gonna start going out together. So tonight, my mom's gonna be like my mom's like first night going out. I don't really know what we're doing. I wasn't gonna go because I'm like, am I too like? I don't know, y'all. Like, I didn't know if she wanted me to go or not. I was gonna let her just go with her little friends and like mind my business, but how she gonna go out with her friends and forget her best friend? So we're going somewhere tonight. She told me to like get really dressed up, and then she told me to like, cause she wants to go like eat. And just, you know, y'all know me, I'm always down for it. Get dressed up, go out, take some pictures. So we're just gonna get dressed up, go eat, and then I'm gonna bring like a change of clothes in case we decide to go to the club after. To know me and my mom is to know we both are a little granny-ish. So we saying this now, but we might come back to the house. But just in case, I am gonna bring a change of clothes so that if I need to, I can switch it up on them. And I think that's it. So yeah. Let's go. But right now, I'm about to do some NCLEX studying. I've done 2 out of the 4 NCLEX boot camp practice exams. Today, I'm not doing a practice exam. I'm just going to review my practice exam from yesterday. On both of the readiness exams, I got very high. So I'm not worried about it, but I'm just going to review today. And then I'm going to start getting ready. I'm going to take my time getting ready so I can really, like, embrace the getting ready process. Like, I love being a girl. So I'm going to put on my music. I'm going to take my time doing my makeup, take my time doing my hair. The hair, me and my mom both are doing our own curls. So we got to start on that hair early. Since I was going to do my hair last, but since I'm a pin it, I think I'm going to do my hair after I get out of the shower, do my hair, pin it up, go do my makeup, and then take it down and then like just mold or recurl whatever needs to be recurled to get the look that I'm going for. I think it's going to be cute. But first and foremost, I already know what I'm wearing to the dinner, but I need to go find an outfit to wear after, and then I'm going to get in the shower, and I'll come to y'all once I'm out of the shower. Okay, guys, so I got out of the shower. I just got through curling my hair, and now I'm about to start on my makeup. I'm doing really good on time because it's only 3:20. I do need to review the NCLEX, but I might just have to do it on the way. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I don't actually have to study today. This was originally a day off, but because I moved my NCLEX date up, I was like, okay, like, girl, you know, let's try to study every day until the NCLEX, but we gonna see. I'm not really worried about it because I'm already at the very high stage, so we're gonna put on some music and vibe.
Only because you ain't here. before I sing. If I can really get my goals.
Yeah, we stay litty. Fuck where you from, you ain't fucking with my city. Put that shit on, we rockin' J's with true religions. Got a rubber set, you bangin' blood rolling 60. Pass the reposado. If he looking your way, then he is not my hoe. Off the dun, I go crazy till I'm psycho. Call the DUI, but it's okay, I got Geico. I drive the boat, these bitches follow. Fucked around and test my ex, oops, it was a typo. Shake, 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 booty shake like a maraca. You ain't throwing ass, what the fuck you want? We bout to have fun. You know summer just begun. Party all night until we see the sun. Call up the plug, roll the 3-5 in the blunt. Done Julio, I can taste it on my tongue. We outside.
Okay, so it's like I just got home. It's like 1 a.m. and I am about to take off my makeup, wrap my hair, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a long night. Basically, Miami vibe was so cute. This was like actually ended up being a little surprise for me, which was so sweet of my mom to put together. I had a lot of fun. The restaurant was cute. Food was good. The only thing that I would and then after that we went ahead and went back to my grandma's house, and we basically just like talked and yeah, we pretty much just talked for till like 2 a.m. and I just came back home. So love the fam dearly, and I am blessed to have them. Tomorrow the plans are church and then NCLEX studying. Nothing more, nothing less, for real. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Ooh. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and so I can try to wake up tomorrow for church, and then after that I will talk to y'all for tomorrow for church. I need to put y'all on the charger too because y'all about to go dead. Okay, y'all, good morning. So it is currently Monday. Yesterday after church I just came home and studied for my NCLEX, so I didn't really talk to y'all. But today's Monday. I have a lot to do today. So this morning when I first woke up, I reviewed my practice test that I took yesterday. I've gotten very high on all 3 of the practice tests that I've taken. I'm taking my last practice test today, and I'm also going to review it today. So yeah, that's what's on the agenda today. First things first, I'm about to take my hair down, and I'm about to put it in the little curlers because I am going to Bible study today. Yes, I'm still going. This is the time I've been going every week, so I don't want to miss a week, but also like I'm gonna go, and I'm doing all the studying I plan on doing before I leave today. So we finna really lay it at God's feet because my NCLEX is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I feel great though. Like yesterday I was praying, and I was really yesterday I felt like anxious, and yesterday I was really just like praying and asking God to like just remove any fear or anxiety that I had associated to the NCLEX and replace it with confidence. Oh, I thought I heard something. And allow me to just like, be confident in my abilities when I'm taking the test, to feel confident, to really pay attention, to not be tricked by any of the questions, and to guide me to the right answer. And I feel like he really did that because I woke up today and I feel so good. Like, of course I'm still gonna have like nerves, like that's natural, but I don't feel like anxious, if you get what I mean. Like, I'm ready to get it over with. I feel really confident. I've gotten very highs on every test. I feel like the ones I do get wrong, I'm starting to understand more and more why I got it wrong. I'm getting less and less wrong. So I feel great. today what's on the agenda is while I'm on the way to Bible study, I'm gonna listen to the Mark K lecture, lecture 12, because it's like, y'all know, it's a 40-minute drive there and back. So I'm gonna listen to lecture 12, which is basically about prioritization and delegation. And then tomorrow morning before my NCLEX, I'm not really gonna do any reviews. I'm just gonna look over my quick topics, because also as I've been studying, anything that I got wrong, because I simply did not know the content, I've been writing it down on this Word document. So I'm just gonna go over this tonight and also tomorrow morning. So like, for example, Lyme disease. Like, I had a question about Lyme disease. Well, actually, I had 2 questions about Lyme disease, and I got them both wrong. The first one I got wrong because I thought Lyme disease came from, I knew Lyme disease came from a tick bite, but I thought it was from a, like, dog tick, but it's a deer tick specifically. So it's, like, more in the wilderness. And then the other one was because I didn't know that you have to use repellent with DEET. I don't even know what that stands for, but if I see it on the test, I'll know. So that's the thing with the NCLEX. Like, some of the questions, most of the questions are like prioritization, delegation, critical thinking skills. Like, even if you don't know the particular content area that well, you can like kind of use the information that they give you and use your like previous knowledge to get to the right answer. But some of them is just either like you know it or you don't. And every like question on the NCLEX, they want it to be 100% right. So like, yeah, like glaucoma, like I feel like in nursing school we didn't spend that much time on the eyes, like really at all. But like differentiating between open and closed glaucoma, and knowing that closed glaucoma is an emergency, like it's an emergency. And then like even things that just are like, you know, like what? Like for example, like knowing the history, like knowing the risk factors for STDs, like on there they'll be like, everything's so particular. On there it'll be like history of IV drug use. But that's not a risk factor. A risk factor is current IV drug use. I'm guessing a history of IV drug use. I don't know. Like, it's just very particular. And I've also been practicing test strategies, like for example on Select All that apply questions. Like anything that uses the +1, -1 scoring, only selecting what I'm absolutely sure is correct, because I'd rather get 2 points for selecting 2 answers I know are correct versus getting 0 points because I selected 2 correct answers and 2 wrong answers and then they cancel it out. So I feel like I've been doing like really good. I feel great. I'm excited. Yeah. And yeah. So we're wrapping it up today. But before we wrap it up, I'm gonna Bible study. I was gonna Bible study yesterday. I didn't. I can't do nothing about it, but fix it now. So I'm out to Bible study. We're in Matthew. I don't know. Let me see. I forgot where I left off. Ooh, Jesus. We're on Matthew 11. Okay. For Bible studying, I have a little key that I use. So this is my key. I use like yellow. Here it is. I use yellow for things that highlight like the character of God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, plus like God. Basically who is God, who is Jesus. That's in yellow. And green, I'll highlight green for go, how God wants you to live. So his commands, laws, like positive examples, you know, stuff like that. Blue is sin, temptation, Satan, warnings, evil. The reason why it's not red, a lot of people do that in red. The reason I didn't do red is because I don't have a red highlighter. I only have a pink highlighter. And I didn't want pink is my favorite color, so I didn't want it to be associated with all the bad stuff in the Bible. I don't really care that much for blue, so I made it blue. And then I made pink and red, like what sticks out to me or verses that I want to memorize. I'm not really like, I don't know the word, like I'm not one of those, if I ever be like just naturally become that person, then I'll be happy. Like, but I'm not one of those people that really like just strives to be able to memorize everything in the Bible, like just be able to quote scriptures off the back of my hand. Do I think that's so tea? Love that, but like that doesn't mean anything. Like, in my opinion, Satan can quote scriptures too, so I'd rather focus on actually understanding and getting closer to God and living more in the way. And then if being able to memorize scripture and having like scriptures in the forefront of my mind or having them memorized comes naturally, then it just comes naturally. There is one scripture that I'm trying to memorize because y'all know, like, I get anxious sometimes. And it's really weird because I don't get anxious about stuff that, like, normal people get anxious about. I just get anxious about, like, I don't know, y'all. I just get it. It's random. So the scripture that I'm trying to memorize, this is also in my bio, is Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has trouble enough of its own. And that really, like, spoke to me because literally, why are you worried about tomorrow? Tomorrow has troubles of its own. Like, and that's really where I am in my life, just taking it one day at a time, every day trying to get a little bit better, get a little bit further, and that's all you can do. And then tomorrow, you try to do the same thing. Like, it's that simple. So yeah, before I start Bible studying, I'm about to go put my hair in the little curl thing. Oh, yeah, in the little curl thing, so that I don't have to do that much work when I go to Bible study later, because my curls are completely gone. So let's do that real quick, and then I'm going to come back, pray, start Bible study. I plan on doing 12 through 13 today. No, 11 through 13, sorry. Y'all, also on Wednesday, we're going to do like a really deep clean and get my life together. Until I'm sorry, I don't feel like it. I'm not doing it, but until after the NCLEX. And plus, I'm going to need stuff to do while I wait on my results. So we're going to clean down. But let me go brush this. Oh, y'all, this is ridiculous. Okay. It still actually looks pretty good from Saturday. Like the top of the hair. But because I don't want to have to put any heat on it. Just because I've already been putting a lot of heat on it with this sewing. So, oh, why am I out of breath, y'all? Dang. Okay.
I'm ready for a man that allows me to rest in my femininity. I know a man who gave his life so you can rest in his presence, and you still ain't submitted.
Well, would you rather give up kissing or all sauces? I'm talking like condiments, dressings, like pasta sauce, like everything.
And I know they don't see what I see. Prayed on my knees for my peace. Wanna see family feel at ease. Oh, and I know that there's more than this. Yeah. And I know that there's more than this. Hey, yeah.
Bible study was very good today. I read, actually, hold on. I need to read one more chapter. I'm sorry. I need to read one more chapter. I read Matthew chapters 11 through 13. Very pivotal chapters. And then after that, I summarized, because that's the first half of the book. So I summarized, not summarized. There's no reason to summarize it. I talked about what I learned and like what stuck out to me. So I actually should have put 1 through 13 on there, but I put 1 through 14. It's fine. 1 through 13 is actually like the first half of Matthew. So let me just give y'all a quick little rundown of what I said. So boom. book starts off with Jesus' lineage. If you ever watched the first sermon of 28:19 where he's talking about Matthew, you know how pivotal that lineage part is in here. That sermon is actually in here too, but beside the point. Then Jesus went into the wilderness for 40 days, 40 nights. He's fasting, he's hungry, and he's tempted by Satan, but he still stands strong in his faith. And that just showed me, like, obviously we're not Jesus. Like, I don't think I could ever do no 40 days, 40 nights fast, but it's basically it was just highlighting to me how, like, we serve a God who understands. Like, Jesus, it's, when you think about it, like, it's really hard to grasp. Like, Jesus was a real human being. Like, well, he was a divine human being who literally, like, walked this earth. Like, he experienced the same things as us, the same hunger, the same, like, temptation. So, like, we serve a God who understands. You could be real with him. Like, and the other 28:19 sermon I was watching was about, basically he was saying, like, you can literally tell God, like, God, I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm struggling with this. Like, he gets it. I thought that was so profound. Then it was saying, like, basically why Jesus came. He came to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet Isaiah, and then he also came to transform the hearts of his people. And he says, repent, because the kingdom of God in heaven has come near. And obviously he came to die for our sins. And then I just wrote down a bunch of verses that I really liked. So if y'all, these are not the actual verses, go read the actual verses. But in Matthew 5:16, it's basically talking about how we should be the light so that God may get the glory. So when people see the light in us and our good deeds, we should be doing that so that God may get the glory. Basically, if you're being the light in the world, they can see and they'll be curious, like, what is this in her that's shining so bright? So that you can bring people closer to God so that God can get the glory. That 8. When you see sin in your life, cut it off. This is like the infamous verse about, like, if your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out. If your left hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Like, when you see sin in your life, okay? I hope you're not literal. No, but, like, that was good. And then also another infamous verse, being a Christian means nothing if you're not living in God's will and have a relationship with him. And it basically says, the very popular verse, this is 7:21 through 23. And it's basically talking about how, like, Jesus says, people will come and they will say, Lord, Lord, did I not prophesy in your name? And he will say, basically, I never knew you. Depart from me, you lawbreakers. And some versions say you doers of evil, like, stuff like that. Basically, he's saying if you like, it don't matter if you in church every day hooping and hollering, if you're not really living in the way he would want you to, and he doesn't really have a relationship with you. Like, he said, I don't know you. You could back up a little bit, thank ya. And then in commissioning his disciples, he says to give freely as we receive freely. He warns them that they will be persecuted and hated, but you must still acknowledge him and do his will. And that's like this part came from a bunch of paragraphs, but basically that part was basically saying, like, it's the same little part where he says, if you acknowledge me in front of people, I will acknowledge you in front of my Father in heaven. And then the last one, I was just looking up his disciples because I'm also watching The Chosen right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I be confused on who's who. Because if you know, like, there's Simon Peter, and then there's, like, Simon, and then there's James the Greater, James the Lesser. Like, it's just, I be confused about who's who. Like, I grow up listening to all these Bible studies, but it's hard to keep everybody's story right in my head. Like, which one is who? So I just, like, was reviewing that so I can have a more clear understanding of who is who. And then I'm just about to read Nehemiah 5 right now, and then I'm going to do my last practice test for the NCLEX. The Nehemiah 5, so basically the two books I'm reading right now is Matthew. I'm reading Matthew on my own, but kind of, not really. I'm reading Matthew on my own, But what inspired me to read Matthew was the 28:19 sermons. So like I'm starting from the beginning of those sermons, and I don't watch them when they come out. Like I start from the beginning. So I'm only 2 sermons in. So I read the first one and the second one, but like he's literally still on like Matthew 4, and I'm about to be done with Matthew. I'm not gonna let that like slow me down from reading the Bible, but I just like the natural progression of the sermons, if you get what I'm saying. So that's what I'm doing with that. So I'm reading Matthew. I'm halfway through Matthew. I should finish Matthew by the end of this month. And then after Matthew, I plan on going to, I have a list on my phone. Hold on. After Matthew, I plan on going to 1 Peter. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to pray about it, see. But finish Matthew, and then also while I'm reading Matthew, I'm also reading Nehemiah. I'm reading Nehemiah because that's what we're reading at church. So y'all know I'll be going to that Bible study, and we're doing a series, and it's out of Nehemiah. So I'm about to read Nehemiah 5 really quick, and then we'll get to it. This last practice test, I got very high. I'm gonna review this test after I take a little break, but I'm feeling good, guys. I got very high on all of these, and then I have to tag these ones when I review it and stuff, but I'm feeling good. Then my tag questions tonight, I'm gonna go through all, what is this, 80? I'm gonna go through all the ones that I have tagged as learning and all the ones that I have tagged as reviewing. So yeah, feeling good. Test stage tomorrow. Feeling great so far.
Warfare, but he didn't only encounter it. Nehemiah knew.
Okay, general guessing skills. Rule out absolutes. Why are absolutes not good answers? Yeah, and all you have to do is find one situation where it doesn't apply and it's wrong. Now, did I say never pick an absolute as your answer? Because aren't there some absolutes that you should know? Like never push potassium IV. Never give a med to a patient unless you can identify, right? Those are absolutes and they're correct. Why can you pick them? Because of your knowledge. But I'm saying if you're guessing, don't pick them. Number 2, if 2 answers say the same thing, neither one is right. Why can it be this? I had a HESI test last spring, and it asked me about a disease I never heard of before. And it asked me, what would you see? A said increased bowel sounds. B said something else. C said borborygmi. And D said something else. Well, I immediately ruled out increased bowel sounds and borborygmi because they were the same thing. Then I figured which one of the remaining ones would be logical. I picked it and got it right. And that was just a guess. Number 3, if 2 answers are opposite, one of them is probably right. If 2 answers are opposite, one of them is probably right. Number 4, the umbrella strategy. I like this one. This one helps me out a lot. It says one answer, which answer is more global? Have you ever had the experience, and I have it a lot, on tests where I want to say all of the above, but that's not there? Have you ever had that experience? I want to say all of the above, but that's not an option. If that's the experience you're having, look for an umbrella answer. What do I mean by an umbrella answer is an answer that covers, like an umbrella, covers all the others without saying it does. An answer that's so broad that when you do it, you do all the others. So look at our example. What is the umbrella answer? B. Because if you do that, you do all the others. I was doing a test with a student that had some trouble with testing. We ran across one the other day. It said, when you transfer a patient from a bed to a wheelchair, it was a meds pub test question. When you transfer a patient from a bed to a wheelchair, what's important to do? A, bring the chair as close to the bed as possible. B, remove the foot pedal from the chair so you don't trip over it. C, use safety and good body mechanics when transferring. D, lead into the bed with the strong foot.
Hey guys, so it is currently Tuesday at like 9 o'clock, and y'all, I took my NCLEX. I didn't talk to y'all this morning because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to talk to y'all. Like, if I just want to be honest about the situation, I didn't want to talk to y'all. This morning, I didn't want to talk to nobody but God and Mark K, okay? Nobody else. And my mommy. So I woke up this morning, I sat in my bed, I listened to the rest of Mark K's lecture 12. I listened to the first half of it whenever I was on the way to Bible study and then on the way back. And I listened to the rest this morning, and then I reviewed my little document. And then I went over there and I took my test. When I first got out of the test, I was really crashing out because I was like, what was that? When everybody says, like, when they come out of the NCLEX, it's always just like, what was that? What was that, y'all? Like, whatever. Nothing I studied was on the test. Everything, all the drugs I got, I had no idea what they were. They picked the most random drugs in the world and asked about them. The case studies were so vague. Normally, like, on NCLEX bootcamp, I feel like when you read the case studies, you can kind of tell where they're going with this. They were so vague. Like, I didn't know what was what. All I did was do my desk. But I'm going to claim it. I passed, okay? Because my test shut off at 85 questions, which I was literally holding my breath submitting question 85 because I'm like, bro, like, if it don't shut off at 85 questions, next you finna tell, I was gonna, like, I was already, because it was so, the test was so, couldn't tell if I was doing good or not. I had like 5 case studies. The questions did not get easier or harder, in my opinion. The case studies got harder. I do feel like the case studies got harder, but I feel like the questions were pretty much the same. And on question 85, I was literally just thinking to myself, like, bro, like, if this test doesn't shut off at 85, because, you know, like, if it shuts off at 85 questions, that means you either did really good or really bad. If you had get to 150, that usually means that you were on the borderline. So I was like, I was literally mentally preparing myself those whole last like 10 questions to go to 150. I was like, okay, then you just lock in. I was like, at 85 questions, if it don't shut off, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go out the room, crash out a little bit, get myself together, come back, be like I'm starting a whole new test. I'm gonna lock in. Thank God it didn't have to go there. I just pray I pass. On the way home, I was looking at like the little tricks. I don't think I'm gonna do the Pearson VUE trick because it's not 100%, and the last thing I want to do is make my anxiety worse. So I'm either gonna wait until Thursday morning, which will be 48 hours, to get my like official early results, or maybe tomorrow night I will look on the Texas Board of Nursing. But for today, I'm not doing anything. Tomorrow morning, I'm not doing anything. Tomorrow night, I might look. We're free, y'all. Okay, y'all. Good morning. So it is currently Wednesday morning. This is torture. It's like, y'all know good and dang well y'all couldn't let the results be available immediately. I don't care. Y'all could have took all my money. Like, I don't care. Let them be available immediately. Like, when you take the TEAS exam or any of those other exams, the results be available as soon as you click submit. That's what I need. Like, this is torturous. My anxiety is bad. I was on Reddit last night to see people that took their NCLEX in the state of Texas, and a lot of those people were saying that their results were on there at like 11:30 the following day. So that will be 11:30 tonight. So I just pray it's on there. If not, I should be able, my quick results should be available like tomorrow morning at like 9 or like 8 or 9. I'm ready to just find out. Like my nerves is bad. They overly bad. Like, okay, let's just, that's really all I was coming out here to say. I'm not doing nothing right now. Only thing I did yesterday was lay in my bed, watch TikTok, read books, and I'm out of breath. Ooh. Read books and edit my YouTube video. I did decide on the name for the series, so if y'all are gonna see the first video, like the video I uploaded last week for y'all, yeah, it's gonna be called Keeping Up with Nay. Keeping Up with Nay, and then Keeping Up with Nay, like ... or Keeping Up with Nay - New Grad Nurse Diaries. I like it. I'm feeling it. I think it's cute because it's truly my life. Like, it's gonna be my life featuring the fact that I'm a nurse. Like, I honestly, I know from me having all my content is surrounded by nursing, y'all probably think that I'm one of those people that has nursing as a personality trait, but in reality, I don't. And realistically, nursing will be a big part of my personality for like the next year probably, because, you know, new grad nurse and stuff. But eventually, I really would like to like leave nursing at work. But yeah, that's really all I had to say. I think that's it. I'm gonna end this video on Saturday, I believe, and then start new on Sunday. So I don't really have much to do for the rest of the week. I don't have anything to do today for real. I might go swimming with some of my friends, and we're gonna like cook some barbecue and stuff. But I don't know for sure if I'm gonna do that. And then I also might tomorrow I have this thing for YA. Like, when you're new to YA, they have like little hangouts for you to meet the leadership team and all that. So I might go to that. And then Saturday I have debutante rehearsal. Y'all remember I did the debutante through the Potter's through the Potter's House. I am not a member of the Potter's House. Probably never will be. Well, not probably. I never will be. But the debutante I feel like was really good, and I feel like it's very beneficial to young girls. So I want to give back. Like, I want to make it full circle. So I'm going to be helping out with that for this upcoming debutante season. So the first one is on Saturday. So I'm going to take y'all there. And then we'll end it Saturday. And we'll start new Sunday with church. That's going to be so cutesy. I can't wait. And my goal for these videos is to make them long. I want these videos to be at least like an hour. All these videos. And I want to be consistent. I don't know what else y'all want to see. If I like start making I mean, they're gonna keep this, the Keeping Up with Nay, New Grad Nurse Diaries. Would y'all be interested in seeing like more content of my life, like more sit down content, like girl talks and like more just like, I'm trying to like, I don't know, I'm really in my soft girl era. Like, I want to do girl talks, and I want to like do them on top of like a solo date series or like a solo diary series. I don't know. I would think about that because y'all know, like, because of, you know, I've been spending more time with myself, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't enjoying it at first at all. Like, I felt really lonely. Like, it was weird. I didn't like it. Now I'm learning to embrace it. Like, I'm gonna try out a bunch of new hobbies and stuff like that. So I want to talk to y'all about like things that just have been on my mind, because I feel like as a young girl, like, I don't know. But then also on the other hand, some of y'all get really out of hand. And But maybe I can just talk in general and not tell y'all about my life. Maybe I'll do that. It can just be like an open conversation, or even like if I do a girl talk with some other girls that like I'm friends with. I don't know. We'll see. I have some ideas for content. I really want to see how far this whole content creation journey can take me. And honestly, that's going to decide whether or not I go back to school. So for the next year, I'll be getting my ICU experience. And I'll also be putting 10 toes down behind my business, RN influence, and behind content creation. And if it looks promising, by the time my 1 year as a nurse comes up, then we just going to keep pushing it forward. If not, we're going to start taking that CCRN, and we're going to start taking that GRE and all of that. But, that's a lot. So, that's really just where I'm at right now. I probably won't talk to y'all again unless I end up going swimming. If I end up going swimming, I'll take y'all, obviously. But if not, I probably won't talk to y'all again until it's time for me to find out my NCLEX results, because guys, like, this is torturous.
I've been running this.
Okay, y'all, at the pool. Whew. I'm finna actually get in now, though. I don't know. It's some kids out here and they doing all this splashing. Don't splash me, baby. For real. Okay, done swimming. Guys, I'm literally the worst YouTuber ever. Because I just realized as I'm editing this video that I never came on here to tell y'all that I passed my NCLEX. So I was just like overcome with emotions, and like I was excited. I was like running around the house. I was dancing. I was praising the Lord. And I guess I just forgot to pick up the camera. My bad, y'all. But y'all know I took my NCLEX on Tuesday, and when I checked, if you are taking the NCLEX in Texas, it holds very true. I saw a bunch of people on Reddit saying that it'll be posted the following day at 11:30 p.m. and that was true for me. I literally refreshed my board of nursing website at 11:30 p.m. and my license was on there. I passed the NCLEX, and then I knew I passed because my license was on there, but I still paid for the quick results the following morning, and I saw that I passed. So yeah, your girl is officially Denasia Mosley BSN-RN. Clock it. Thank ya. And I just want to tell everybody who was like kind of wondering, should I take my NCLEX? Am I ready? How long should I study? If you are like me and you did well in nursing school, and you also went to a credible nursing school with a high NCLEX pass rate that you feel like well prepared you did good on your ATIs, you had yourself together in nursing school, I say take it. I still, to this day, I do recommend NCLEX Bootcamp. I feel like of all the NCLEX platforms, it is the most similar to the actual NCLEX, but I feel like no amount of preparation would prepare me for what that test was. I passed in 85 questions, so I clearly was doing good. My thing I say would be the biggest thing is to focus on how you are going to answer the questions, and just doing a lot of practice questions and focusing on like test strategies and stuff like that. Definitely recommend Mark K Lecture 12, but I'm going to talk about all this in my How I Study video. So I probably will make a separate video on how I passed the NCLEX. That was just a quick rundown. I wanted to tell y'all that. Thank you guys so much for everybody who was like praying for me and saying like they know I'm going to pass. Honestly, I didn't tell anyone when I was taking my test. So when I had actually posted that video, I had already took the NCLEX. I had already took it. But I still appreciate y'all's prayers. I didn't know if I passed yet though. So the day I posted that video, the last video, I had like just scheduled my NCLEX, and when y'all were commenting all that, I had took it, but I didn't know if I passed yet. So yeah, I'm super excited. I feel so relieved, and I don't know how I forgot to tell y'all that, but yeah, period. My advice for the NCLEX in a nutshell is, when you feel like you're ready to take it, and take it as soon as you can, because content wise, I feel like there's nothing you can do unless you are just gonna restudy everything you learned in nursing school within a couple months. there's really nothing you can do to prepare you for content wise, because they literally pull content from everywhere. Good morning, y'all. So I'm about to get ready to go to the debutante. Y'all know I did a debutante. Now I'm giving back. I'm volunteering for the debutante. But look at my outfit. I'm running late, so I need to get ready to go. But this is the fit. And now I'm gonna take some pictures for Instagram real quick, and then we're gonna burn out. Okay. On the way to the debutante. I didn't explain that good earlier because I was in a rush, but basically when I was a senior in high school, if you've been watching me for the whole time that I've been doing the nursing school diaries, you've seen it. But I did a debutante, and mine was like basically a program that you're in that teaches you like stuff about being a young woman. It's connected to a church. But I love the debutante program. I think it's amazing. I think the leadership in it is really good. I learned so much about myself, and I also think like it just connects you with like a bunch of like-minded girls your age, which is really good. Unfortunately, I don't really talk to that many people from my debutante program anymore, but them still gonna be my debutante sisters for life. Like, love them. But yeah, so it was a really good experience. So now I'm kind of giving back to that. So this year I'm gonna be like helping out with the girls and stuff. I don't know, I didn't commit to being like, because there's like mentors, and like the mentors like kind of have to be there every week because you're mentoring a group of girls. But I didn't really want to commit to too much this first year because I, for one, have to, like, I don't know how my work schedule is going to be, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get off every Saturday that they have it. It's like one Saturday once a month, basically all day. But I guess theoretically I would probably have been working night shifts, so I could have did it actually, because it's like every Saturday from like 9 to 2. Not every Saturday, but like every of the Saturdays is from 9 to 2. But yeah, I hope it goes good this year. I'm super excited for the cotillion. Cotillion outfit has to eat down. Like, it's gonna be so cute whenever that time comes. And yeah, that's really all I came out here to tell y'all. Just explain that better. Today is gonna be the last day of this vlog, so we're gonna make it eventful. I'm gonna get some footage at the debutante, bring in my camera. Yeah, and I'm trying to do, also I want to do 2 giveaways for y'all this year. The first one will be whenever I hit 6K. That's going to be a nursing giveaway. So whenever I hit 6K, I'm going to be doing a giveaway sorry y'all, I'm blanking. 7K. Whenever I hit 7K, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of nursing things. So I'm going to put together like a whole little nursing survival kit. I'm going to give that away to one of my supporters, and I'm super excited about that. I already have some of the stuff that I'm going to put in there, but I definitely want to do that to thank y'all, and to kind of like thank y'all for rocking with me for whenever I get to 7K, and then also to thank y'all for rocking with me like throughout my whole nursing school journey, because like we're done. And then the next giveaway I want to do is really going to depend on how y'all answer this next question. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I couldn't wait to have money to do it. So do I have girls in high school that watch me? And this particular giveaway will be for people that are in like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're in high school, particularly like a senior in high school, and you watch me, comment down below. I just need to know y'all are there. I need to know y'all are there. And the reason is because I really want to do some type of giveaway for prom season. I don't know. I gotta see how my pockets is looking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we just want to be real about the situation, I gotta see how my pockets is looking. But at the very least, I want to pay for like some maintenance or something. At the very least, I want to pay for like a girl to get like pay for her hair or makeup or something like that, just to like lighten the load. Because baby, one thing about me, y'all know I have the best mom in the world, but my mom was a single mom, and I never wanted for anything. But like, my mom worked hard for everything that I got. So like, if I can help somebody, you know, not have to work as hard during prom season, if I could take them a couple $100 off their plate, I would love to do that. But if I don't have high schoolers watching me, I could just pick a random high schooler, but I don't even know any random high schoolers. So yeah. And then depending on like if pockets eventually though, like probably not this year, but like 1 year, maybe next year, I really want to sponsor like a girl's whole prom. Like, I want to sponsor like dress, hair, makeup, all that. Like, that's just like something I really want to do at some point in my life. Now, is it gonna be this year? No. Is it gonna be next year? Probably not. The year after that? I don't know, y'all. It's looking pretty good for the year after that, but I don't know. Like, but God can do a lot of things. So if God really does his big one in this year, then hey, somebody getting bossed up for prom. It is. Like, I just know how expensive prom is, and like, there would be requirements, I'm not gonna lie, because I would want to make sure like it's a kid that's deserving. So I would want to give it to a kid that's like going to college, a kid that is doing good in high school. But yeah, I'm just yapping to y'all. Oh yeah, insert my prom pictures, because I did eat. Don't worry, I'm not gonna throw y'all together. I'm not gonna go get y'all no little Macy's dress and say, here. Now, if you want a Macy's dress, hey, I'll take you down there. But no, yeah, I'm just so excited. Like, I've been thinking about how like I really think that guys been so, what's the word? I don't know the word. I'm trying to think of the word. He's been so he's had so much favor on me and blessed me at such a young age to be in such a good financial position. Like, not only just with like me being a nurse now, but also I'm making the most of any nurse that I know, like any new grad nurse. I'm like, in my area at least. Like, and not only on top of that, he's blessed me with other streams of income, RN influence, link down below, and YouTube. Like, I feel like I would not be being a good steward of what God has given me if I didn't use at least some of what he's blessed me with to bless other people. And so a lot of people take like, okay, let's just really get into it. I got like 5 minutes till I rise, so I'm a yap for these last 5 minutes. A lot of people take that like blessing other people as like donating to charities, or like even just like donating huge dollar amounts to these mega churches. But I personally feel like I feel much better about giving my money when I can see where it's going and I can see the direct impact that it's making on people's lives. Like, of course I plan on doing my tithes and offering. Like, well, I actually plan on starting with offering, but eventually I do plan on starting tithing as well. But I plan on doing that because that's just my commitment as a Christian. But like, as far as how people, like, whenever they do want to do a good deed, how they always do it through the church, I don't necessarily think that I have to do that. Now, if God places on my heart to do that, I'll do that. But I would much rather do things where I can see directly the impact that I'm having on people's lives. You know? Like, so yeah. Long story short, if you're a high schooler watching this, comment down below. And honestly, not even if you're not in the DFW area, because most of my sports are in the DFW area, and I don't even want to narrow it down to that. So if you're in high school, you're one of my supporters, you've been watching me for a minute, and if you just start watching, comment down below like, hey, I'm a senior in high school and I'm in so and so cities and state. So yeah, we're here though.
Extroverts tend to speak freely about whatever is on their mind. They develop their thoughts by talking through them with others, Extroverts gain energy from being around others. Raise your hand if you're an extrovert again. So you like talking in front of people, you like interacting with people. So when it comes time, Lady Tiara, Lady Portia, when those extroverts, raise your hands again.
Okay, well, I guess you might. So, harmony. I need to have your Shall we rise? DJ. We're not going to have mentors that don't do their assignment properly and communicate with the parents. We're a family. One more little exercise we're going to do. Okay, so everybody take.
Well, hey, girl.
Hey, there, Mom.
Hey, girl. Where your mama? Your mama coming?
No.
Huh?
Hey, y'all.
Where your mama?
You look cute.
Where your mama?
Hey, y'all. Huh?
Where your mama?
She in the car. I guess she didn't want to see y'all.
I guess not. Denasia, what you think? Look. Look at Talib looking at you like you ain't getting me.
All right, now, bud. You drag me. Let my hair go. Let my hair go. All right, I'm going to the house now to clean up. I just went to go see the kids, clock some tea. Nothing too major. Now I gotta go home, try to clean up. I need to refresh my hair. Just gonna be a day to get myself together. For real. We're back at So Icy. If y'all watch my video, I think my last video or the video before that, y'all see me. I came to So Icy whenever me and Khalees had tried to go to Pilates. We're back again. I'm telling y'all, if y'all in Dallas, y'all have to come to So Icy. You can sample flavors. So far, this mango is the best I had. Last week I got passion fruit. That was good too. It almost put you in the mind of a smoothie, but I like smoothies. If you don't like smoothies, you might not like it. And then this is pineapple. The pineapple is good too, but the mango goes crazy. Hey y'all. So it is much later. Hold on. It is much later, y'all. So it's currently like almost nighttime. The sun is in the process of going down. I pretty much slept all day because after I had got back from the debutante, first of all, let me get back. This really made, like, being there really made me reflect on my debutante experience. That was such a good experience. That was the one thing that my mom, like, made me do that she kind of ate. Well, she didn't make me, but that she, like, came up with that kind of ate. Didn't have high expectations at all, but it was such a good program. If you have, I recommend it for seniors. How some people be in it every single year, I probably wouldn't do that or put my kids in it like that just because I think that's boring. And I think it takes away from, like, the va-va-voom of doing it your senior year. But it was really nice. And the cotillion, like, was so fun. So it was so full circle. Can't believe now I'm the person that's, you know, on the other side. I got home from the debutante. My cycle started and I was cramping kind of, so I ended up just sleeping. I basically done slept all day. But now I'm finally trying to clean up. I've been trying to clean up for like a week. I'm pretty sure this is not my first time telling y'all that I was trying to clean up. And I'm trying to clean up. Like, that's really it. But, like, I'm actually going to finish tonight because when my room is not clean, the vibes just don't be right, and I can't be as productive as I feel. I don't feel like I'm as productive as I am when my room is clean. So I'm trying to start tomorrow on a clean slate, get up, go to church, come home, edit my YouTube video, film a YouTube. Like, I'm trying to be productive. That's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, guys. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say in this How I Study video. It's a lot to say. Like, it's too much to say almost. And on my nursing school advice video, like, it's too much to say. So I gotta like, I don't know, I gotta write some type of like plan or for the video so I can remember what I need to say and that it has some type of organization to it. And then I'm gonna try to get that out because y'all did say y'all wanted that in the comments of my last video, which was the first keeping up with A / nursing school diaries. Y'all, I'm like trying to up my editing game. So last night I was trying to find like that little software where it'd be like, this week on keeping up with A, you know, or like this week on keeping, how they do like this week on keeping up with the Kardashians. So I'm trying to find that. I haven't been successful yet, but hopefully I will soon. Also, I feel like I show y'all in every video me cleaning up like a little montage. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like taking this camera around with me. I already don't want to clean. I don't want to do this. So I'll just show y'all when I'm finished, like I'll do a little. So yeah. Right now, my sheets are in the washing machine, and I just got through trying to like organize my closet because that was a mess, and I need to wash, but it don't make sense to wash and my closet is a mess because then like the clothes just gonna sit. So I organized my closet. I think now I'm finna go ahead and start in here, and then I'm gonna do my bathroom last. No, I think I'm gonna do my bathroom first actually because it's the worst. I hate doing the bathroom. And really, I'm going to be honest, it comes down to one thing. Hair. Y'all. Like, I don't have hair in my shower and stuff because I don't like wet hair. But, like, just hair on the floor. And then, like, I hate having hardwood now because I feel like a vacuum was just much easier. I'm not going to lie. Like, or maybe ignorance is bliss in that, like, you can't really see that close. Especially me. I know I can't see good anyway. But, like, you literally cannot ignore a hardwood floor being dirty because it's... And I need to kind of reorganize my bathroom closet and my little bins under the sink because they just everything is all through everywhere. I'm an era. But ain't no excuse. Ain't no sense to keep talking about it. Let me go ahead and do it.
I don't even say bye no more. I be like, mwah, no balls.